Well, hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Belinda Herbert, and I'm the Marketing Executive here at AFTA. I'm very pleased to let you know that we have two guests joining us today from Dubai Tourism who will share some great insights on where to stay and what to do when your clients go to visit Dubai. We have Emily McDonald, who is Manager of Australia and New Zealand International Operations, and Zayed, who is Head of Region for Germany, who both live in Dubai, so don't be shy about asking them any questions along the way. Now, before we get started, I do have a couple of housekeeping notes. Today's webinar will be recorded and will be available to view on the AFTA website. So you can visit afta.com.au if you want to share it with any of your team after the webinar. All participants will be placed on mute, and if you'd like to ask any questions throughout the webinar, simply use the questions toolbox in your toolbar to ask them throughout the session, and we'll adjust it at the end of the presentation during Q&A. Now that's it from me. I'll hand you over to Emily.
Thank you. Well, hello everyone. Thanks for joining our webinar today. I'm really looking forward to sharing a little bit more about Dubai's neighbourhoods. So we often get asked by agents, what is the best place to stay in Dubai? And really there's no clear answer to that, because all of our all the areas in Dubai are quite different. It all depends on what your interests are and the type of traveller that you are, whether you're more into exploring by foot or grabbing public transport. So Dubai is quite spread out. It's quite unique in that there's no central district where all the key attractions are located. So that's why I thought we'd share a little bit more about the neighbourhoods, some of them that you may be familiar with and some might be quite new to you as well. So this map gives you a really good picture of Dubai and how spread out it is. As you can see, all these key areas that we'll take you through today. So it is quite diverse in the offerings in each of these areas. So we'll explain a little bit further beginning. Oh, sorry. We also just wanted to share this with you. I guess some people might find it quite surprising that there's over 700 hotels in Dubai. So we can understand why it's quite overwhelming at times for travel agents, for travellers themselves when they're thinking about where to stay. There's over 100 five-star hotels, almost 150 four-star hotels. So we definitely get it that there's a lot to choose from there. So we wanted to begin with Dubai, Dira and Dubai Creek, which is it's definitely a popular area for Australians to stay. It's very close to the airport. So I've just highlighted in yellow here that area along the Dubai Creek. And you can see there that it's very close to the airport, which is one of the key reasons why Australians do like to stay there for their stopovers. It's the real historical district of Dubai. So, back when Dubai was just a small fishing village, it was all based on this creek. It was known for its trade, its pearling, and this was the main city of Dubai was in these areas. So this is a great place to stay for culture enthusiasts who want to explore the museums, the souks. So we've got the spice souk, gold and textile souks, and some new museums as well. The Shindaga district there has a great new museum called The Story of the Creek. So it's all about how Dubai all began, that little fishing village, and to what it is today. And a perfume museum as well. So you can even make your own perfume and learn a bit more about the history of perfume making in the region. And the old Al Fahidi neighbourhood. So that's where you'll see all the beautiful old architecture with the wind towers. We've got some really cute little cafes and galleries to explore there, and some hotels too. There's also a new area called Al Seef, which has been developed. So we've got some great cafes and restaurants there, a beautiful promenade along the creek, some hotels that you might be familiar with there, such as the Beale House and the Beale House Mini. So there, it's like a little bit of a modern touch in the old part of Dubai. So in terms of some top picks and hidden gems for this area, we really recommend that visitors check out the Sheikh Mohammed Centre for Cultural Understanding. So this is where you can enjoy a meal with an Emirati host. So they will invite you into this beautiful old house. You sit there and enjoy a meal with fellow visitors, and you can ask any questions. So they're very much encouraging open questions. You can ask all about the culture, anything you like, learn a little bit more about the history of Dubai.
Yeah, just to jump in there, I think the Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding is really a great place to take your clients, simply because it shows what the Emirati culture is all about. You have great Emirati food, great Emirati hospitality. The clients will feel very, very comfortable there just asking any questions. I guess their motto is called open minds, open something. I can't remember, to be honest, but you can ask literally any question that you like.
Yeah.
I mean,
we get great feedback from agents on for meals, especially.
Absolutely.
This is a must-do for everyone that visits Dubai. They also do little cultural tours where you can visit the mosque and walk through the small little alleyways in that neighbourhood. And nearby, there's the Arabian Tea House, which is in that beautiful old building there that you can see. There's an outdoor courtyard, and even actually in summer, it all becomes enclosed in, and they make it air conditioned, so it's comfortable all year round. And
they've got fantastic tea, I must say.
Yeah, I love the lemon and mint juice there. You can get some nice traditional Middle Eastern food. So that's a great one to stop by for a cool drink and something to eat. I think the only thing I didn't mention here was the Abra water taxi ride. So that's also a must-do.
Absolutely. Is
jumping on one of these wooden boats called an Abra. It only costs 1 dirham, which is about 30-40 cents. So it's an absolute must-do in Dubai. You get that real sense of what it was like back when it was just a fishing village. So that's a must-do for sure. So moving on to Jumeirah Beach. Now, this one, it often gets agents a little bit confused because they hear Jumeirah everywhere. So there's the big hotel group, Jumeirah. There's Jumeirah Beach Residences, there's Palm Jumeirah and Jumeirah Beach. So Jumeirah itself is actually some suburbs in Dubai, but Jumeirah Beach is what I've highlighted here. This stretch of beach that extends from Burj Al Arab all the way up to the actual Jumeirah suburbs themselves. So here you'll be familiar with some of the hotels like the Madinat Jumeirah hotels like Al Qasar, Mina Salam, and Al Nasim. They've got the iconic Burj Al Arab. Some others there like Jumeirah Beach Hotel, Four Seasons. Some new ones like Mandarin Oriental that have opened, and Bulgari. So some iconic hotels there all along the beautiful Jumeirah Beach. So definitely this is an area to stay if you love the beach, great for families. So you haven't just got also it's not just about the private beaches in your resort. There's also some really great family-friendly public beaches like Kite Beach.
Yeah, Kite Beach is it's one of the best places. I mean, I probably go there every week with my family. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of pop-up shops, great facilities for showering after the beach, nice jogging track. It's just a really nice vibe that we have over there. And yeah, everything is all public, so it's a great way to stay there for a few hours.
Yeah, I think they have like the food trucks.
Yep.
In the cooler months as well, set up there. So some places nearby that I would definitely recommend visiting would be Etihad Museum. So this is a museum all about the founding of the UAE and how all the 7 Emirates came together to form the UAE. So great if you're interested in learning a little bit about the history of Dubai, and it's very close to all these areas that we've been discussing in Jumeirah Beach. City Walk is another one, which I haven't put on here, but that's a
Jumeirah as well.
Yeah, yeah. The City Walk is like an indoor-outdoor dining retail complex. There's also a cinema there. Green Planet, which is like an indoor rainforest. So there's lots of entertainment there, great for families.
Jumeirah is also something new that's on Jumeirah Beach. It's a public beach, although there's restaurants, there's bars, so alcohol is also sold over there. Some really nice retail shops, as well as a new water park actually that's opened this year, called Laguna Water Park. Really nice. Not a huge water park, but great to stay for about 2-3 hours. But yeah, the beaches there are really nice, and yeah, I definitely recommend to go to Jumeirah. As well as you can see on the slide is the Bougater seafood restaurant, which is also on Jumeirah Beach, closer to Burj Al Arab. What's one of my favorite seafood restaurants. Why? Because only 5-6 years ago it started as a porter cabin with fresh fish being sold, and you can literally buy 2 or 3 different kinds of fish that they had, as well as prawns. Very simple. Used to go there and just pick it up, and you can go home and cook it. But now it's a proper restaurant, so definitely recommend to go there because they have really, really great fish from the Arabian Sea.
Okay, we'll move on to Al Barsha. So you'll see this image here is the beautiful Mall of the Emirates, which is the real heart of Al Barsha and why a lot of Australians choose to stay in this area. So I've just highlighted that key area on the map there. And it's a shopaholic dream. So Mall of the Emirates is, like I said, in the heart of Al Barsha. It features a wide selection of shopping, dining, and of course you've got Ski Dubai, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, where you can hit the slopes. I've done some skiing there myself, so that was a lot of fun. And great, even if you're not a skier, there's activities for kids, from the big Zorb balls and tobogganing, and so that's a highlight in Mall of the Emirates. Some really fantastic restaurants as well, and all the big brands that you'd expect to find in Dubai. It's very close to Mall of the Emirates metro station. It's connected, really. The mall is connected to the metro station. So if you are staying at one of the surrounding hotels, that's definitely a bonus to be able to jump on the metro and access the rest of Dubai. And it is a really central location. It's only a 15-minute drive over to that Marina Jumeirah area and Burj Al Arab, with all the beautiful hotels and views over there. And around 20 minutes to the Marina on one side of Sheikh Zayed Road, and then another 20 minutes over to downtown. So great central location. One of my favorite little spots in Mall of the Emirates itself is an Australian-run restaurant called Brunswick. So this is part of the Sheraton Mall of the Emirates Hotel. And you pop down the stairs, it's very hidden, and you've got a little beautiful courtyard there and some really great food as well. And then for those that like to find a more of like a little cheap eats find is the Kashari Egyptian little cafe.
That's your guilty pleasure.
Yes. So it's so cheap, and a lot of people perceive Dubai as being really expensive, and yes, certainly there is some more expensive restaurants and bars around Dubai, but there are also lots of little cheap eats as well. So this is great. You probably pay about $7 for a meal there, and
but really, really delicious.
Yeah,
I have to say for myself, I love that restaurant.
Yeah.
But yeah, the key is that you get a lot of really affordable, cheap restaurant. I mean, when I say cheap, I mean, not expensive. Mostly around hotels or around malls. Definitely, if you're gonna dine in a hotel, or if you're gonna dine in a in a mall, you get the more, the more mainstream restaurants. But then when you venture out, you get the more affordable, unique, and yeah, some really good restaurants as well.
Yeah, it's just about sort of getting a little bit off the beaten track
Exactly.
to find those
getting lost.
little, yeah, those little,
finding gems.
Yeah, I just stumbled across this one myself, so that was a great find. So then heading to Sheikh Zayed Road, which is that main highway that runs up the length of Dubai, and DIFC, which is the Dubai International Financial Centre, which doesn't sound like a place where you'd expect leisure guests to stay, but I'll take you through a little bit why it's a really cool place to visit. So that's where it's located. As you can see, that DIFC is on the opposite side of Sheikh Zayed Road to where a lot of the big hotels are up that end. So it's centrally located. The hotels in DIFC and on that northern end of Sheikh Zayed Road are only around 15 minutes from the airport, 10 minutes to downtown and Dubai Mall. So very central and easy access onto that main highway. And there's also 3 metro stations as well. So easy access both by jumping in a cab, or if you prefer the metro, you can walk to one of the stations very easily. And I would say this would be a place to stay if you're really if you're a bit of a foodie, you're into a bit of the nightlife scene, because there's some amazing restaurants here that that both visitors and expats love to visit.
Michelin star restaurants, as well as like really high-end, well-known restaurants that you would see throughout the globe, basically.
Yeah.
As well as nightlife, as Emily mentioned.
Some big nightclubs there that are very popular, and lots of rooftop bars as well. So some of the hotels that you find here are Fairmont, Conrad, Shangri-La,
Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah, so a new one in the DIFC is the Waldorf Astoria. You've got the Four Seasons there as well. In terms of some hidden gems, there's a restaurant there in Fairmont on Sheikh Zayed Road called Noir, which is one of those dine in the dark restaurants where you don't see what you're eating. It's all completely pitch black, and the waiters there wear the night vision goggles, and then at the end they reveal what you were eating. So it's a pretty cool, it's a pretty cool concept that I've done before, and a bit of a hidden gem because not many people actually know about that one. And another of my favorites is a restaurant called Trescind. So it's a modern Indian concept. You can see there in that picture, it's not your traditional Indian takeaway that you might be used to. It's really cool. So that's part of a hotel called Voco on Sheikh Zayed Road. Also in the DIFC, or Dubai International Financial Centre, there's actually some amazing art galleries. So if you're a bit of an art enthusiast, then that could be another place to check out in the DIFC. And downtown, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, because this is home to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. So that's where it is on the map. And I'm sure some of you will have also visited at the top. So that's the observation area at the top of Burj Khalifa. And there's even a new lounge that's opened up. I believe it's on level 152 to 154. So you can now go even higher than what you may have experienced before at the top. And they do some high teas. You can have cocktails at sunset. They've got live entertainment there. So it's a little bit more of a premium option and a little bit quieter than the usual at the top experience. And Dubai Mall is right next door to Burj Khalifa. So obviously it's one of the world's largest malls. It's the most visited retail and entertainment destination in the world. You've got an ice rink, Kidzania, which is a lot of fun for kids. That's where they can kind of become an adult for the day. Yeah. They dress up and
they can go into different jobs. They can, I think McDonald's or air flight attendant or a firefighter. Yeah. There's a lot of options that they have Yeah, Dubai Mall itself is a destination itself. You need about 2 days to see everything at least.
You can definitely get lost in there.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of shops. It's great for families. Unfortunately, the husband needs to give the wife, the credit card, and they can do what they want. But yeah, a nice aquarium there as well.
Of course, yeah, the Dubai aquarium.
Really
amazing.
like educational things that are there as well for the kids and for the whole family.
And got the virtual reality park, which has recently opened.
Really awesome. I kind of liked it myself.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Dubai Opera is also a new addition to Dubai. So this is it's this beautiful building for a start, and it hosts theatre, ballet, opera, obviously, lots of great concerts. So I was there recently and saw Phantom of the Opera, which was great. So for those that like to see a show when they're on holiday, then Dubai Opera should be something to check out.
Yeah.
A couple of hidden gems: Neo's Bar at the newly reopened address downtown. That's where you can get amazing views of downtown and the Burj Khalifa. So I quite like actually the view of Burj Khalifa itself rather than even going at the top. I mean, you do get those great views at the top of Burj Khalifa, but I also love going to the rooftop bars and seeing the
no matter how many times I've seen the Burj Khalifa, but it always amazes me every time I see it.
Yeah, and you've got obviously the fountain show there every evening, every half an hour, the Dubai Fountain Show, and they now do this LED show on the Burj Khalifa as well. And speaking of fountains, one place to have like one of the best views of the fountain show would be Tiptara Thai restaurant at the Palace downtown. So you sit out there on the terrace and the fountain show just happens all around you every half an hour. So I think it often gets voted the most romantic restaurant in Dubai, I think. So that's one to check out. And Business Bay. This is a fairly new development, a new area of Dubai, because the Dubai Creek was actually extended into this beautiful canal that now goes all the way through to the Arabian Gulf. So Business Bay is home to some really amazing hotels that we'll take you through in a moment. That just shows you where it is on the map. So you've got that canal running through, and it's so close to downtown, as you can see. It's just on the other side.
2 or 3 minutes away, to be honest. It's
really
close.
So you'll often find some of the hotels located in Business Bay will be a little more affordable than the downtown hotels.
Yep.
So it's a good place to stay where you've got downtown just on your doorstep, but
still a great location.
Yeah. And so one of the key features or key attractions in Business Bay is La Pearl. So this is Dubai's resident show. It's an aqua stage-based show in a purpose-built theatre. It's in the V Hotel, and it's part of the Al Habtoua City Complex. So this show it's similar to Cirque du Soleil, but I think it's better. So you've got divers diving into this pool in the centre of the stage there. It's just incredible. It's hard to describe.
It's quite mind-boggling. Like, it really, I'm there. I'm like, how is this possible? How are these people doing this? It's quite scary as well watching it. Yeah,
there's actually a couple of Australian performers in this show that I met recently. Oh, nice. So yeah, that's a must-do, and it's on almost every night. So that's La Pearl. Some of the hotels that you'll find in Business Bay would be the JW Marriott Marquis. Like I said, the Al Habtoua complex, which includes the V Hotel, the Habtoua Palace, and Hilton Habtoua. And you've got some new hotels that have opened up recently, like the Renaissance, Steigenberger. So there's more development going on in that area as well. There's always new hotels opening. Taj is another popular one, and the Oberoi as well. So some of my top picks and hidden gems for this area would be Treehouse Rooftop Bar at Taj Hotel. I recently took some visitors there just a couple of weeks ago. It's where you get some really nice views of Burj Khalifa and the beautiful skyline. So that's at the Taj. And then at JW Marriott Marquis, the Hotel Cartagena, it's a Latin American restaurant. It's just got a really cool vibe. It's very jungle themed.
Very colourful.
Really colourful.
Got dancers every half an hour.
Yeah.
Colombian dancers, I believe.
Yes. So that's a fun spot to visit if you're in Business Bay or staying at JW Marriott Marquis. Then moving on to Healthcare City and Al Jadaf. Now, I was just speaking to Saad earlier about this area because I know that you may be thinking, Healthcare City doesn't sound like a place where I would particularly think of great hotels being located. So it is called Healthcare City because there are some big hospitals there. But essentially, if we go onto the map, we've got it's an area right on the Dubai Creek where there's some amazing hotels located here, and it's really developing more and more hotels, as well as some really kind of cool kind of cultural districts and arts districts, like the Design District there, and the new Jameel Arts Centre. So some of the hotels in Healthcare City include the Grand Hyatt, which is a popular one with the Australian market, and the new Rove Healthcare City. So that's a 3-star concept. It's only 10 to 15 minutes from the airport, so it's a popular place to stay, especially for stopovers. And like I said, it's close to some great attractions too. So the Dubai Frame, which you can see there on the slide, this opened fairly recently, and it's the world's largest picture frame, I think it is.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a world record there that we've got for that. So this is an attraction that you can go up in a lift on the side of Dubai Frame, and it's an observation bridge at the top where you've got a view of old Dubai through one side and new Dubai through the other side. So that's the whole concept was this frame perfectly captures the contrast between the two parts of Dubai from old to new. And there's some really nice little, it's kind of like a little mini museum when you first walk in, like a little display about old Dubai with some old photographs of what it used to be like. And then when you come down the lift on the other side, it's all about future Dubai, and there's this really cool immersive video about the Dubai in the future with the flying taxis and the robots. So that's it's a great attraction to visit. That's very close to this Healthcare City and Al Jadaf area. You've also got the Dubai Glow Garden, Dubai Festival City Mall, and still quite close to the Dubai Creek Historical District that we discussed earlier. The Jameel Arts Centre is quite new, so that's like the arts and cultural part of Dubai is really developing, I've noticed over the last couple of years, and this is just a new addition to the cultural offering in Dubai. And Q's Bar is another very cool place. So this is Quincy Jones's own jazz bar in the Palazzo Versace Hotel. Each month they have a new resident artist there that they bring from New York. So Quincy himself selects who comes out to Dubai to play there for the month. So that's a real cool little hidden gem. And the Dubai Marina and Jumeirah Beach residences, which we all know as JBR in Dubai. So this is where I live actually, in Dubai Marina. So it's certainly one of my favorite spots, and I love it because you can walk everywhere and explore by foot, which we know a lot of Australians do love when they're traveling, is to be able to just walk out your hotel door and have restaurants, cafes, everything on your doorstep. So this is where it's located on the map. And you'll see there in the top corner of that yellow box with the observation wheel, that's the Blue Waters Island, which is a new island. Yes, Dubai does keep just making new islands. So this is Blue Waters Island, which is home to Caesar's Palace. So yes, that's the same name that you'll be familiar with the Las Vegas Caesar's Palace. So this recently opened. It's a very modern, sleek hotel. It's not what I imagined when I heard that a Las Vegas hotel was
I think it's actually the first Caesar's Palace that has opened outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah, I believe so.
From what I know, yeah.
Yes, and that's...
Dubai Marina is a great place. Like Emily said, if you want to walk everywhere, if you want to go to the beaches right next to you, they got great cafes, restaurants, they got cinemas on the beach. Just to add to the previous area, we said the Healthcare City and Al Jaddaf. I would say that area is not really a walkable area. You would need to take a taxi if you want to go to the beach or if you want to go to the mall. Whereas Dubai Marina and Jumeirah Beach residents, you really don't need to take a taxi or anything. They do have a tram that goes all around Dubai Marina, so that's also very useful. But yeah, definitely Dubai Marina has got a lot of nice hotels, great beaches, great facilities, attractions. I think there's the world's largest or longest urban zip line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The X-Line of Dubai.
Yeah.
So this the X-Line runs from one of the tall skyscrapers in Dubai Marina and ends at the Marina Mall. So you can actually sit at the cafes at Marina Mall and watch everyone zoom past you. And Blue Waters Island is also going to be home to the largest observation wheel in the world. That will be opening up in October 2020, and yeah, it'll be bigger than the London Eye and have amazing views over the marina and all over Dubai. So, like Zayed said, there's family-friendly beaches, restaurants, cafes, a great running track. In the sort of cooler months, they have some nice little pop-up markets there that I like to visit on the weekends. So I think this is an area that's really great for families.
Absolutely.
Especially if you like to take a stroll on the beach, take the kids to the beach. I think
even if you want to rent out a small boat, it's also a great place to. And there's a lot of companies that offer that service. You can go out for 2 hours or 3 hours to really see Dubai from the sea, actually. So yeah, I would recommend that for sure.
Then the boats take you past Atlantis, around the Palm. So
the Burj Al Arab as well.
Yeah, great to get that different view from the water. It's also really close to the Dubai Parks and Resorts theme parks, where we've got Legoland, Motion Gate, Legoland Water Park, and Bollywood Park as well. So only around 20 minutes. So if you're looking for where to stay close to the theme parks, this would be a great place to stay. And when Expo 2020 arrives in Dubai, October of next year, this is another great place to stay too, because it's only 30 minutes away. So some top picks and hidden gems for the marina. It was quite hard to pick, really. I mean, there's
a lot of places.
So many places. But a place that I like to take visitors when they're coming to see me in Dubai is Pier 7. So this is it's a tower of 7 levels of restaurants, essentially, right on the marina, overlooking all the beautiful yachts and the skyline. So some really cool bars and restaurants there to check out. And Fish Restaurant at Le Méridien, that's my other pick, which is a beautiful restaurant, seafood, where you dine really quite on the beach there. I think it can even be on the sand, and it's just a really nice view there at sunset. So when the weather's nice, it's good to sit out there and enjoy the views. Okay, so moving along to the Palm. So you can see there Atlantis, which is obviously one of the most well-known hotels on the Palm, but this crescent around the Palm is now just filled with so many amazing hotels. More and more just keep opening up, even on the trunk of the Palm. Down the end there as well is some great new hotels. So, like I said, the Atlantis is one of the world-class resorts on the Palm, but there's also some unique offerings, such as the Retreat M Gallery, which is like a wellness resort. So many new hotels from the Emerald Palace, which is a Kempinski hotel. You've got the 5 Hotel, I think I mentioned down there, Penthouse Rooftop Bar is a great place at 5 to get a view of the Marina skyline.
And the W as well.
Yeah, the W Hotel is another new one, which is becoming really popular, and some really great dining options there as well. And the pools there are very cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you got some really nice 5-star hotels on the Palm. A lot of they do a lot of beach parties during the day in the pool. So yeah, that's also something interesting, as well as the nightlife in the Palm Jumeirah is also very vibrant and very active. So yeah.
Yeah, and at Atlantis, you've got Aquaventure Water Park, the Lost Chambers Aquarium. So there's some key attractions on the Palm to enjoy for families. Atlantis has also opened up a new concept called Wave House, where they've got a bowling alley, there's a bar. It's a real kind of family destination to enjoy there. They've got 2 levels of arcade games and
bowling as well.
Yeah, I guess the surf riding machine.
Yeah, just right outside.
Like a wave rider, I think it is. Yeah. So always something new on the Palm. They've developed the Point, which is like a retail dining location with amazing views of Atlantis. And Club Vista Mare also has some great restaurants along the trunk of the Palm too. And they're building a shopping mall, of course.
Yes.
Being Dubai, no destination cannot have a shopping mall.
Yeah. So
that's coming soon. And Talise Spa, I've mentioned down there at Jumeirah Zavil Sarai on the Palm, is a really popular place to have that really 5-star spa experience. It's incredible. There's like a snow room. It's stunning. So if you're looking for one of the best spas, then you should definitely check out the Jumeirah Zavil Sarai Talise Spa. So Jumeirah Lake Towers is known in Dubai as JLT, and this is really close to the Marina, as you'll see on the map.
Just right on the other side of the highway, basically.
Yeah. So you'll find that it's a little more affordable to stay in JLT than the Marina, but you're so close to it.
Absolutely.
So there's not as many hotels in JLT as the Marina, but it is more, I guess, a residential neighbourhood. But there are some good hotels like the Movenpick, the Pullman, Bonington is another one, and the newly opened Taj Hotel, which I think it opens in about a few weeks. It's opening very soon, the Taj. So JLT, you've got the lakes there so that you can explore along the boulevard. You've got the 2 metro stations, so easy access to the rest of Dubai. And I feel like, if you're thinking, why would I stay in JLT? I feel like it's the restaurant, bar, and cafe offering that is a really key feature. So it's a lot of little hidden gems here that you really need to do a little bit of research, I guess.
It's also quite similar to the Marina, the Dubai Marina. Instead, I think it's a little bit quieter, not as full of life as Dubai Marina is, because we still have retail shops, restaurants, really cool bars and lounges, and really good restaurants there as well.
Yeah, one of my favorites is Nola, which is it's kind of got that 1920s feel to it. They have some great jazz bands that play there. So that's one of my favorites. And then if you're more into your street food and those cheap eats, the Streetery Food Hall, which is Asian street food, that I've also mentioned there as a bit of a hidden gem. And similar to Marina, you're going to be close to the Dubai Parks and Resorts theme parks, as well as Expo 2020.
As you can see in the top left picture, it's really easy just to pop over to the Dubai Marina. It's just a walk along that bridge you see on the top left.
There's that's all air-conditioned travelators. You just hop up there through the metro station,
and then you're in Dubai Marina.
You're in the Marina.
It's extremely close.
Yeah. And so I guess a newer, more like a developing area of Dubai is Emirates Hills. So this is where we have 2 great golf courses, the Address Montgomery Golf Course and the Emirates Hills Golf Course. So there's some new hotels here, and they have those beautiful golf course views. So if you're looking to stay close to the Marina close to the palm, but wanting those lush green views, then this could be a good place to stay. Also quite easy access onto Sheikh Zayed Road. The Greens is, again, sort of probably more of a residential expat community, but there's a really cool hotel that's just opened there called Zayed House, and it's that urban lifestyle concept from Jumeirah, and it's a 4-star property, but just a really cool place with they've got a rooftop pool there, some cool cafes, and very close to a metro station too.
Golfing is huge as well.
Yeah, golf is massive in Dubai, and we've got some of the best golf courses in the world.
Yeah.
So this would be a great place to stay.
I mean, even in the months where it's a little hot to play in the daytime, they've got flood-litted golf courses throughout Dubai, which are very enjoyable to play at night.
Amazing. Yeah. And Vida Emirates Hills is a new hotel that's opened up in the Emirates Hills area. So that's the 4-star brand from Imar. That's proving to be very popular as well. So a few hidden gems here. We've got the Arrows and Sparrows Cafe for those that enjoy their sort of Aussie style breakfast or brunch. That's a good one to check out. And the Reform Social and Grill is another nice restaurant in Emirates Hills. So as we've mentioned throughout this webinar, getting around Dubai, it is quite easy. The taxis are fantastic. They're cheaper than in Australia, you'll find, and the Ubers as well.
Ubers,
very easy.
Very, very convenient. Wherever you are, you'll get an Uber within 3 minutes or less.
And the Ubers in Dubai actually are a fleet of Lexus
they're all
vehicles.
Lexus cars,
so you'll enjoy the comfort of a nice luxury vehicle when you get your Uber. There's another rideshare app called Kareem, which is actually owned by Uber, but that's that was the more local ride-sharing app. Got 1,500 buses circling the city. Even the bus stations there are air-conditioned, and the metro, the tram that runs through Dubai Marina, that can all be accessed with the Knoll card. So it's very easy to get around in Dubai, for sure. No matter where you're staying, everything's just a quick taxi ride or a quick metro ride away. Now, I won't go through this slide in detail, but I just wanted to give you this as a reference for some of the new hotels that have opened up in each of the areas that I've discussed today. So there's plenty there, and these are really just ones that have opened up in the last few months even. So we can't keep up with how many new hotels there are opening in Dubai. It's just pretty incredible. So this list is definitely going to keep extending well into next year, and in that lead up to Expo 2020, where you'll find lots of more hotels opening up. And I just wanted to leave you with our Dubai Expert link. This is our online training program that we really encourage you to complete. So there's 30 missions there, and it's quite detailed. So it's not like some training programs where you just watch a quick video and it's all over. This is really designed to teach you about the different areas, the different attractions, and all about focusing on the different demographic of your clients and trying to match the best itinerary for them. So definitely encourage you to check out Dubai Expert when you get a chance. And that's it for us today. So thank you very much for tuning in.
Well, thank you very much. It's amazing to see just the breadth of product in Dubai, and I can imagine it's quite overwhelming when consumers are looking to go there. That's why they lean on their travel agents for advice on the best area and what to do, just depending on their travel itinerary. And obviously, we encourage you all to participate in the Dubai Expert program. Now, we have a bit of time for a few questions. If you have any, please use the question box to type it through, and we can go through some of the questions. So we have one here from Michelle. What is it really like to be in Dubai during Ramadan?
That's a good question.
Yeah, definitely. And it's actually changed. So I've lived in Dubai for 4 years, but I've found that over the last few years, it has changed. So there are, it is almost like business as usual, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that point. A lot of people, I think, have a perception that, oh, Ramadan, we can't drink, we can't, do this, or we can't do that. Like, there's a lot of negative perception, but actually in Dubai, it's business as usual. Everything is the same. You still have the hotel serving alcohol. You still, the only thing you wouldn't do is be on a street or something and start drinking water in front of everyone in the day. It's just about respect, because a lot of people are fasting and they break their fast at sunset. But otherwise, Ramadan is a great time to visit because you really see the culture, you really see what Ramadan is all about. Even during the evenings and the nights, you have the iftar, which is the breaking of the fast.
And expats and visitors are all invited to join those iftars. So it doesn't matter if you're Muslim or not, or
throughout the
you're
city,
not fasting.
Everyone is just breaking their fast pretty much, even if you're not fasting. There's lots of tents that come up from hotels, really nice buffet food throughout the night because they break their fast, say, at 6 p.m. for a sunset, and then they have another meal at 10 p.m. So the night is really the time of where everyone is out. And
Dubai really comes alive in that evening during Ramadan. You've got all the malls and staying open really late. It's just really to not drink and eat in public, but all those cafes and restaurants that Dubai is
still open.
It's still open, all the
open
attractions.
During the day
so what they do with the cafes and restaurants and bars, they just have a curtain or a screen covering the outside so that it's
so people who are ever walking by that are fasting, just to respect that, they don't have to look at people eating and drinking. So, but
all the malls,
it's a fabulous time to come and really see the culture in Dubai.
And some good hotel deals as during that time.
Exactly.
It's a good time to come and visit.
But thanks for your question.
Great question. We have another one from Tracy, who has commented that she feels that we've mentioned that taxis are cheaper than some of the other methods of transport. However, she's commented about the traffic can be quite lengthy and tourists are often unaware of the distances between certain points. Can hotels book prepaid transfers to avoid any lengthy trips and lengthy meters?
You could book a transfer through your DMC, or your hotel might be able to arrange it. I think it's about just avoiding those peak times.
It's during the times where people are going to work and people are coming back to work. So I would say the time between 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then from 5 p.m. to 6:30 or 7 p.m. Those are the peak hours. But I think in the past few years, the traffic has really eased off because of the infrastructure that has been invested in and built throughout those years. So traffic is a lot less than it was, say, 4 or 5 years ago. Honestly, I've lived and I was born in Dubai, so I know how traffic was 5 years ago and how it is now. It's a lot better. You can definitely book prepaid or pre-transfer in your hotel. Even Uber, you can schedule them
you can pre-book
for any time that you want. So it's extremely flexible in terms of transfers.
Great. Well, I hope that helps you, Tracy. We have another question from Lisa. Where do I buy Expo tickets?
Expo tickets. So these are not on sale just yet, but they will be.
They will be in the next few months.
In the next few months. So we know for the Australian market that Arabian Adventures will be a key place for getting your tickets, but also a number of key travel agencies are speaking with Expo at the moment.
But definitely in the next few months, you'll have an update on that. And
so just keep an eye out for updates on that. But it'll be the key travel agencies and DMCs.
Great.
You'll be able to get the tickets.
Awesome. So another question from Tracy. Where can they find temporary SIM cards? Where can consumers buy them or travel agents buy them for their clients?
So the best way to get your SIM card would be at the airport itself when you arrive. they're also offering free SIM cards on arrival.
Oh, that's right.
So you can keep an eye out for someone there at the airport. I've seen them in the arrivals terminal giving away the free SIM card. If you don't happen to find that, then there's two telecommunications providers in Dubai. It's DU, and Etisalat. So they both have stores in the airport, in the arrivals terminal, and you can buy a tourist SIM card very easily when you arrive. They're really affordable as well, so that would be my tip. Yeah.
Great, nice and easy. All right, I think that's all the questions that we have for today, but if you think of anything else, please do email it through to myself at belinda@after.com.au, and I can share it with the guys from Dubai and get them to contact you directly if you have any more questions. As I mentioned before, we will be recording this session, so it'll be available to view on our website from this afternoon if you'd like to share it with your team. And we hope you join us for a session again in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.